dear students. Myself Ranjana Mishra, taking the class of biology. Today we are going to learn the topic the living world. Dear students, in previous classes you learn the cell, the tissue, the diversity and different types of the diseases found in our human beings or in plants. After that you learn the life processes. You learn in life processes in digestion, respiration, circulation and transport, and after that you learn the excretion in plant and human beings also. After that you learn the reproduction, after that you learn our environment. As you say, the different topics you learn in previous classes. Here you see the living world. The living world having the 4 topics. First, the living world. Second, the biological classification. After that, the plant kingdom. And after that, the animal kingdom. So, again we learn the living world. Dear students, in our environment, you having the vast variety of the plant and animals. Every having the specific character. Every human being having the specific character in outer side or inner side. Or in plant you see different plants having the good variety, and they having the different varieties, they having the different vast varieties on our environment. They make together and our nature having wonderful and amazing the vast variety where the earth is found having the 1.8 million near about. As you say, the living world which are found in our environment, that is the very wonderful. So students, first of all you learn where from the biology start. Bio means, it means biology. Biology. Bio means living beings. Living beings. And logos means study. The study of living beings, that is called the biology. First, in previous times, the scientist, that is Aristotle, giving the word biology, and biology having 2 branches, that is the zoology and second is the botany. In zoology, you learn the animals, study of animals. In botany, study of plants. So students, in previous times, biology is only known as the zoology, the study of animals, which is given by the Aristotle. And after that, botany is developed and given by the Theopteros. Which scientist given the Theopteros? So students, the learning of the zoology and botany are made together, that is called the biology. And after that, what are the nomenclature? You see, the different types of the organisms are found in our environment. They having the identical features, they having the different types of the features, they having the specific features, and different organisms found in the different types of the environment. So it is very difficult to identify the animals and plants or living beings. Students, so first of all you need to identify the animals. How identify the animals? It means the identify means to select the specific character for the particular group. It means the identification. That is meaning of identification. Identification means to select the organism with a particular characters. Characters or specific characters or specific characters. Students, you know what is identification? Identification to select the organism for the specific character. And what is biodiversity? You know the different types of the organism which is found in our environment, that is known as the biodiversity. What is biodiversity? Biodiversity means different organisms which are found in our environment. Biodiversity means different types of organisms which are found in our environment. So students, you see the different organisms in our environment and different organism how to nomenclature or what is the nomenclature, because you have to set the different organisms in different groups and different classes for study of the each and every organisms which are found in our environment. So it is very necessary to first of all you identify this, which are the characters showing different organism, different types. So first of all you identify the organisms for these specific characters. Again you select the nomenclature. What is nomenclature? Nomenclature is a system in which you give the naming of the organisms which are found in our environment. This is the critical process. In the previous times, the Linnaeus having developed the nomenclature system. In this system, that is the nomenclature. Nomenclature system. In this system, two types are given the animal's written name. That is, the first is the specific name. That is, first is the generic name, and second is the specific. It means two types, that a nomenclature is given in the italic word, because when you give the nomenclature of the organism in our which are found in our environment, they having the specific characters, you have to easy to learn about each and every organisms. So the Linnaeus, that is the scientist which developed the nomenclature system. And nomenclature system having the two patterns, that is first the generic name and second the specific name. So you identify the animals and you nomenclate the animals. As you see, the mango plant, that is the mango plant, and mango plant, that is commonly known as mango, is commonly known as you write in English, but it is given the scientific name, the Mangifera Magnifera indica. Magnifera is the species Magnifera is the generic name and that is the species. A species is written only in small letter and a generic name is written in the Magnifera. This type of the scientific name is in whole word naming the one name, because there is the differences in different languages in our environment, different types of the people, and they call in different types. So when you learn the scientific name, when you write the scientific name, there is no differences found in whole the word. So it is necessary to nomenclature system, and in this way you learn the mango, also known in whole word is the Magnifera indica. In human beings, also known as Homo sapiens. What is known as Homo sapiens? Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. As you know, the frog, that is the Rana tigrina. Rana tigrina. So you see the different types of the naming system found in our environment. So next, students, what are living beings? What are living beings? As you know, the different topics are you learn in this chapter. So living beings, what are living beings? The question is that what are living beings? Living beings having the specific character that are shown in this here. So here living characters of living beings. First character is growth. Second is reproduction. Third is metabolism. Fourth is movement. Fifth is sensitivity. And sixth is consciousness. So students, you see the different types of the characters which are found in living beings, as you show in the figure how human beings growth. There is the steps which are found in the human beings growth. And here you see how the organism interact with each other for different living beings. Do you see the environment, the sunlight, and they absorb the plants, and here you see the plants, animals, and after that this type of animals, these are interacted with each other for the metabolism, for the reproduction, and taking the oxygen from the environment and giving out the carbon dioxide in human beings, and this plant converted into carbon dioxide. This series is also found in our environment, and each and every parts interact to each other. So it is very necessary to learn the different types of characters in the living beings. That is first the growth. How growth? These are the specific characters. These are the non-specific characters. Non-specific characters. And these are the specific characters. These are the non-specific characters and these are the specific characters. Students, you see what is the differences in the living characters or non-defining character features, non-specific feature, or you say the non-defining feature, defining feature, defining features. And you see the defining feature, defining feature, defining features, defining features. So students, why you see the non-defining features and you see the non-defining features? What are the differences between these? These are differences between, so here the growth, here you see the growth in human beings and development of cell in size and mass, that is called the growth. What are you called the growth? Development are of the cells in size and mass, that is called the growth. And these are growth found in different organisms. Or you say when the plant grow and into the seed, from the seed, that is growing the plant, but a limited time the growth is stopped in human beings, and in plant after some time increases the growth. So there are so many are the options for growth, and this is called the non-defining features. This is called the non-defining features. Non-defining features, another character in reproduction. You say in reproduction, what are the reproduction? Development of organism for a particular specific generation, that is the reproduction. It means, again you learn what is reproduction. Development of new individuals from one generation to another generation, that is reproduction. But when you see the human beings, the development of child and grow to the human beings, that is the reproduction, that is the specific character. But when you see the humans which are coupled, which are not developed the child, are you say that is the not having the living characters? No, you cannot see these are not having the living character. You say that is the living, because they having the another characters which are necessary for the features of the living characters. Or you see, when you see the honeybee and the workers in honeybee, you see the workers developing the another bees? No, because they are sterile, so they cannot taking the part in the reproduction. Another characters you see in our environment, so you use growth and reproduction. Another two characters are non-defining features are living beings. Another topic is the metabolism, movement, sensitivity, consciousness, and seventh is the cellular organization. Cellular organization. These parts are known as the specific or defining features. These parts are known as the specific or defining characters. What is the metabolism? Metabolism is a process. You take the food and it converted into the energy and different forms. That is called the metabolism. The metabolism may be the two different types. That is first metabolism. That is first the anabolism, and second is the catabolism. Anabolism means formation of food, and catabolism of destruction of the food or energy. So two types of metabolism categories, that is the anabolism and second is the catabolism. Are students, you see where all the animals having metabolism? Yes, all the animals having the process metabolism. So it is the defining features. So it is the defining feature because all the environment, all the organisms which are found in our environment, they having the different characters. These having these characters are regular say converted into one to another and one to another, as so on. And the movement is a specific character. Yes, movement is also a specific characters. Sensitivity is also a specific characters. Consciousness is also a specific characters. And cellular organization, as you see, the cellular organization is found in all the organism in our environment. That is, the first is the cell. That first is the cell. After that, tissue. After that, organ. After that, organ system. So all the characters are found in the living beings. In this way, you see the different characters of living beings which are found in our environment. Thank you so much, students.